Once upon a time, in a small town nestled deep within the mountains, a mysterious force began to haunt its residents. As the days grew colder and the nights longer, tales circulated about a fearsome creature lurking in the shadows. The town's greatest terror was a wyvern, a mythical beast with the body of a dragon and the wings of a bat. This wyvern was unlike any other, for it possessed malevolence capable of inducing paralyzing fear in mere mortals. It had awakened from its ancient slumber, thirsty for blood and chaos. No one had witnessed the wyvern firsthand, but eerie signs started to emerge. Animals went missing under strange circumstances, their remains discovered with horrifically mutilated bodies. The townsfolk found themselves living in constant unease, fearing that the creature would strike again as the days wore on. The wyvern's reign of terror escalated, leaving the town trapped in a perpetual state of fear. People huddled indoors, boarding up their homes, and speaking in hushed whispers about the unspeakable horrors they had witnessed. The wyvern, with its keen ability to sense fear, became more emboldened. It started by snatching lone individuals who dared to venture out after dark, leaving the town gripped in the suffocating grip of despair. Its malevolent presence cast a shadow over the once thriving community, turning it into a ghost town. Among the fearful residents, there was one woman named Emily who refused to let the wyvern's reign of terror consume her spirit. She had lost loved ones to the creature's relentless attacks and was determined to bring an end to its ruthless rampage. Gathering what little courage she had left, Emily embarked on a perilous journey to find a way to defeat the wyvern. She traversed treacherous paths, navigating hidden caves and scaling treacherous cliffs in search of ancient texts and lost wisdom. Days turned into weeks as Emily delved deeper into her quest. Finally, she discovered a forgotten tome that spoke of a hidden sanctuary, said to hold powerful artifacts capable of fending off the most fearsome creatures. With newfound hope burning in her heart, she set off to find this sanctuary and claim the means to rid her town of the wyvern's evil once and for all. Guided by cryptic clues and ancient maps, Emily arrived at the hidden sanctuary nestled high atop an isolated mountain peak. The air crackled with ancient energy as she stepped cautiously into the chamber, surrounded by forgotten treasures and relics of forgotten battles. Deep within the heart of the sanctuary, she found a gleaming sword bathed in a radiant light. The blade was infused with the strength of those who had fallen victim to the wyvern's terror. As if their spirit lingered, yearning for vengeance, grasping the potent weapon, Emily knew that her struggle was not only for herself but for the tormented souls of her town. She heard their cries for justice, channeled their pain, and vowed to make their voices heard. Armed with the newfound power coursing through her veins, Emily confronted the wyvern with unwavering determination. She challenged the creature to a final, cataclysmic battle. The wyvern, sensing the strength and resolve emanating from Emily, sought to break her spirit by manifesting her worst nightmares. It conjured apparitions of her loved ones, twisted and corrupted, their pleas for mercy ringing in her ears. But Emily remained steadfast, clutching the sword tightly, her heart filled with love and determination. With a ferocious battle cry, Emily charged at the wyvern, slashing through the air with the radiant sword. The two forces clashed in a spectacle of darkness and light, each strike resonating with the anguish of the terrorized town. The wyvern, fueled by its insatiable hunger for chaos, unveiled its true power. With a swipe of its mighty wings, it sent Emily sprawling across the ground. The radiant sword slipped from her grasp, clattering against the rough stone floor. Fear and doubt crept into her mind as she struggled to regain her footing. The wyvern circled above, Basking in its victory, its eyes glinted with cruelty, and its fangs dripped with anticipation of the kill. Emily's heart pounded in her chest as she frantically searched for a means to defend herself. But the wyvern, sensing her desperate plight, unleashed a fearsome blast of fiery breath towards her. That intense heat engulfed Emily, scorching her skin and searing her resolve. Battered and nearly defeated, Emily refused to surrender. Summoning every ounce of strength she had left, she staggered to her feet, bloodied and bruised. She somehow found the will to press forward. Emily fought with all her might, her every move fueled by the hope of restoring peace to her beloved town. She dodged the wyvern's razor-sharp claws, evaded its fiery breath, and countered with swift, precise strikes. The wyvern roared in defiance, refusing to back down, but Emily stood her ground. As their battle raged on, the wyvern's malevolence seemed to wane. Its once dominant form weakened, its fierce demeanor faltered. Emily saw an opportunity and seized it. She unleashed a final, devastating blow, slicing through the wyvern's thick scales. In that moment, the creature let out a bone-chilling screech before collapsing to the ground. Defeated, silence enveloped the once haunted town as Emily stood amidst the aftermath. Victorious yet weary, the wyvern's reign of terror had come to an end, and the people emerged from their hiding places. Cautiously rejoicing at the sight of their savior, Emily's heroism became the stuff of legends. Songs were sung in her honor, and her name echoed throughout the mountain valleys. The town, slowly but surely, began to heal from the scars left by the wyvern's torment. Homes were rebuilt, laughter and joy returned to the streets, and the people found solace in knowing that they were safe once more. Yet, Emily knew that her battle was far from over. The world was filled with darkness and creatures that thrived on fear. She pledged to become a defender of the weak and a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. With the radiant sword at her side, she vowed to seek out and vanquish any evil that threatened to bring pain and suffering to the innocent. And so, Emily embarked on a new journey, leaving the small mountain town behind, but never forgetting the resilience and strength it had instilled in her. As she ventured forth, the tales of her heroism spread far and wide, inspiring others to stand up against the shadows and to never let fear dictate their lives. And thus, Emily's name lived on, a symbol of courage and defiance, reminding all who heard her story that with unwavering determination, even the darkest of evils could be vanquished.